It's understandable that families, even those who would suffer the most hardship from their children being kept out of school, initially would nevertheless want schools closed, considering the fear of death that permeated much of the populace. But remember, as Branch Elliman had explained, and as detailed in the playbook, closing schools, among other NPIs, is a temporizing measure intended to delay transmission until the imminent and predictable arrival of a vaccine or effective treatment, as is typical for the flu. This intervention was never supposed to last as long as it did in many areas. Part of the reason it was able to endure for so long was that the only official government mission, using quantifiable metrics from models, was to mitigate the spread of the virus. This may have made sense for the initial few weeks, but after that time, continuing to only model cases, deaths, and hospitalizations related to the virus, and not model second-order effects of the mitigations, placed viral mitigation above all other concerns. To put a fine point on it, the risks of the coronavirus to an 85-year-old were orders of magnitude higher than they were to a child. Similarly, the harms to the family of a corporate attorney who could do her work from a luxurious home without losing a dime in income, and her children who had comfortable places to do their remote learning, or had tutors, or were in private school, were entirely different from the harms to a small business owner whose finances would be wiped out if no one came to their store for months on end, or children in homes without adequate parental support or physical space or tools to do remote learning. The models and the resultant policies to close schools or require hybrid schedules for months, or in many cases for more than a year, had a completely different cost-benefit for children overall, and less privileged children in particular, than they did for the elderly or well-off. The models only showed the falsely presumed upside, reducing viral transmission. No one modeled the downsides, which, with wild disproportionality, were shouldered by children.